If I could go back in time and give myself one piece of advice at the beginning of my business, it would be, before you do anything else, figure out your niche. That's why by the end of this video, you are going to walk away with the one sentence you need to have complete clarity on your niche. Before we get into the 4 steps to do that, let's first quickly talk about why knowing your niche is essential to your business success. Tell me if this has happened to you before. You Google a business idea that you're thinking of starting, and you realize that there are so many people who are already doing what you want to do. Then you start wondering, is the industry too saturated? How am I going to stand out? The answer lies in knowing your niche. It's how you will instantly stand out so that your ideal clients think of you no matter how saturated your industry is. Plus, it's a lot more profitable too. Let me give you an example. Take a general physician. They make a great salary. However, compare that to a specialist like a plastic surgeon. They are going to make a lot more because they've niched down. Compare that to an even more niched version like being a plastic surgeon for celebrities. To sum it up, the riches are in the niches. And by the way, if you want to be known for more than one thing, you absolutely can. Start with one niche first to build your business, and then you can branch out. Now that you know why it's so important, let's talk about the 4 steps to get clear on your niche with just one sentence. Step 1, brainstorm all the categories that you could potentially niche in. For me, at the start of my business journey, they were Microsoft Excel, career consulting, and digital advertising. Then for each category, list as many things as you can think of related to it that you could teach on, help people with, or talk about. You'll notice 1 or 2 categories where you're able to do this much faster and easier and have a lot more to talk about. That's the category to start with. For me, the idea of writing a post on Microsoft Excel felt so boring, which is how I knew to focus on career consulting or digital advertising instead. Step 2, figure out who you can help with that topic. I've got 3 tips to help you do that. First, willingness to pay. Who can you help? Who is willing to pay for that help? When I was a career coach, people who were willing to pay me were ambitious people who wanted to get ahead in their career. Second is ability to pay. Who can you help who has the ability to pay you? When I was a career coach, people who already had jobs and thus a salary had the money to hire me. Third is relatability. Who will want to hire you because they relate to you, because you've been where they are, or share similar characteristics? Again, using my career coaching as an example, women who were mid-career and were already doing all right, but wanted more related to me. Because that's where I'd been before I'd figured out how to switch industries, get a promotion, and negotiate a high salary. So now we filled the first blank in your niche sentence, I help who? With my example, I would say I help ambitious mid-career women. Step 3, name the problem that you help solve. And if you're not sure, I've got a great tool to help you figure it out. Good old Google. Even though I'm a former space station engineer, I am not a fan of complicated tools. I'm a big fan of simple tools that work. So let me pull up my screen and show you what I mean. As you can see from my screen, I've typed in searches for my example, career advice, along with 3 terms that describe the people I help: mid-career, ambitious people, and women. Now I'm going to scroll through the top search results to see the top problems that people want solved in these areas. For example, I can see that for mid-career professionals, the top problems are getting out of a slump and changing careers. For ambitious people, I see a lot of advice on how to handle your ambition when you're early on in your career, like in your 20s. So the problem is how to get ahead faster. And for women, the problem is advancing in your career. And that is how you fill out the second part of your niche sentence. I help who get what? With my example, I could say I help ambitious mid-career women get ahead faster. The 4th and final step is to answer why you. In other words, how do you help the people in your niche get faster, better, or easier results? For example, as a career coach, I could help others get promoted faster because I knew how to play the game and help others do it too. I could also help people get better results in terms of higher raises because I knew how to negotiate. And I could also help people get easier results because they wouldn't have to apply for as many jobs or take on as many projects once they learned how to apply for the right jobs and take the right projects. You don't have to differentiate yourself in all 3 areas, just one is enough. And that is the last part of your sentence. I help who get what by why you. So with my example, I might say I help ambitious mid-career women get ahead faster by showing you how to focus on the right jobs and projects that'll advance your career. And with that one sentence, you have nailed your niche. I would love to see what your niche sentence is, so pop it into the comments below and share it with us. Now that you know your niche, you are ready to get out there, get noticed, and get paid. If you want help with that, make sure you check out this amazing playlist I put together for you on how to get started fast as a new coach and start getting paying clients. I will see you on that next video.